Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dora the Fluid Crafter, and I have had a request from multiple people. I posted up on Instagram and Facebook about my collection of Project Life cards, and I am an avid collector of Project Life cards because there's such a huge variety of them. And I do apologize if I shake the camera. It is actually a new setup, and kind of I'm working with it here. I'm trying to get situated. So anyways, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for coming back and watching my videos, and thank you to all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. I welcome you with open arms. If there's anything that you'd like to see or like to know or have questions, please feel free to ask or give suggestions. I'm up for anything. So here it goes. I use Project Life cards for tons of different things. And so I'm going to do another little series. And this series is going to be just about how to use them, how versatile they are, and give you ideas of how to use them up instead of, hoarding them. I do hoard them a little bit, but I also use them quite frequently. So, another thing that other people were asking me is what to do with your old planners, right? Okay, so this one here I got from Tuesday Morning last year. I got it for like $1.60 on clearance. It was the greatest thing ever. It had coffee on the front. I'm a big coffee drinker. Love my coffee. I drink it all day long. And I'm going to take a drink now. So here's the thing. I actually finally got my planner set up with two different ones. I've got the smaller one, and I'll show you here. And I love llamas, just by the way. So I have my little small one here and my little small inserts, and I like these because I can interchange them and change them out and use these here. These are actually the right size, so when I'm done I can actually put these in my journals and redecorate them, cover up what I wrote, or whatever the case may be. Perfect. So that one is my small one for just day-to-day family things, gatherings, birthdays. And then I have my bigger one that I use for work, my scheduling, projects, design teams, and things like that. This one here is also a very nice size because I can journal in it. I can do memory planning over top of whatever I write. I mean, it's just a good size, but it's also a journal size. So I can take these and put them or make a journal with them later. So that's my new setup. Now, if you have one that is ring bound, or you have one that you just don't know what to do with, here's a tip of advice. When you get a journal or a planner or anything like that, make sure that the paper is thick, that thick quality paper. Okay, this is going to help out so much. Don't throw it away. If you look, I'll show you. There's spots in here I haven't even written in. Okay, I didn't write in it. I didn't use it very much until the very end. And then, it is what it is. It was a clearance one, and I got it, used it for just a little bit. And then I got my new setup, and now here we are. So I am going to convert this into a journal or a memory keeping family type thing. Like I said, I love coffee. Most of the people in my family love coffee, so it's perfect. Okay, Project Life cards in journals. That's one thing that I can show you guys. And my videos for this one here might be a little bit longer than the other ones, but for the series, I'm going to try to keep it fairly short videos. Now I'm just opening the lid here. And so I've got mine categorized. I don't ask me which edition they are, because there's so many different editions in here. I couldn't tell you. And then I also have the large ones categorized also. I like this set because this is a watercolor set, and it's a very artistic, very grungy, but it's also very beautiful, and so I got that one. So you've got small and large, right? Okay, and like I said, we're just going to do a random thing here. So good thing with spiral is you can always flip around. Your book will always lay flat. You don't have to worry about, if it won't lay flat. So for the inside cover here, what I would normally do is, let me take the band off of here, is I would cover this with some type of cardstock, right? Or you can do this. These here are the inserts for this journal that I ripped out because I like the sayings that are on these. And so I have kept these for this, to cut out the words or to use these. This here, it's mistyped. It's supposed to be 2020 holidays. They put 2020 or 2021 holidays, and they put 2020. But I kept it so I can reference and put the holidays in my new journal. Anyways, and so these here give you a good idea. This one here, if you were to put it on here, the words don't go all the way down to the bottom, and so you could easily take a Project Life card, we'll turn it that way, and put a pocket on the bottom of this page on the inside, and then you would have the inside of your cover decorated, right? Okay, and then all you'd have to do is just cut that off because it's already made to fit inside your journal or inside your planner. Okay, so only thing you'd have to do for that is just to cut off the tips so that way it doesn't go over the spiral. And this is something you don't have to worry about cutting straight because it's already straight. You just got to cut off the little tabs here, like so. I'll clean my mess up in a minute. And so now you have a little page, right? Okay. Now, if I bump the camera, I do apologize. I do got to grab my double-sided tape. I did it without bumping it. Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to use double-sided tape for this one. Now you can see that the calendar is on the back, or like the weekly thing. And since it won't be shown, don't worry about that, okay? And so let me put some, my husband's birthday. So we're just gonna do a quick cover here, just to kind of give you guys an idea, like I said, of how you can repurpose and reuse your planners, but also at the same time of how you can use and decorate with your Project Life cards. And so we're going to do a combined series with this because I will be using this planner, like I said, as a memory keeping or a family type journal, memory keeping journal. I'm not sure if I just want to do it for the holidays or if I want to do it, weekly or daily, maybe, like memory planning. I do want to start doing that, but I'm not sure if I want to use this journal for it since this one will be out of date. I think I may create a new one for that, but I'm not quite sure yet. Like I said, I'm just doing a fairly quick got that a little crooked, that's okay. Not too concerned. And since we're not going to be painting on this or anything like that, I don't need to use glue or, put a whole bunch of tape on it. I'm just going to be adding a pocket for now. got some really cool things coming, so be sure to stay tuned for this. This is cool idea number 1. So yeah, let me see, do I have that up here? I do. And the cool thing about Project Life cards is they're already made and decorated, you know, for the most part. There's so many different styles. I mean, they really do cater to every genre almost. I have been hoarding my vintage ones because I have not seen any more vintage style Project Life cards come out. And so I have been hoarding those just a little bit for my own purposes, but when they come out with a new one, I will use the old ones and hoard the new ones. Just how it goes. But hopefully this will inspire you guys in a new way to use them up instead of holding on to them and not quite sure what to do with them. Okay, like I said, I will clean that up in a minute. And so now I just need to line this up. And it's not going to be perfect, but that's okay. There we go. That's good enough. As long as it's not hanging over the edges, that's fine by me. I'm just going to rub it down just a little bit to make sure that it doesn't come up later. Okay, and so like these little swirls here was just something that I was doing. I had some metallic sticks, like the color sticks, and so I was testing them and stuff, and that's okay. I don't really care. I think it looks fine. So now these colors go with the colors up here, and so it matches. And so I'm going to put this down, but this I'm going to glue down because I don't want anything that I stick into the pocket to get stuck to the tape. That is one thing I found with double-sided tape in pockets, is if you use the double-sided tape, it will stick to like your journaling cards or anything else that you might be putting in there. And another thing is, when you're using glues for gluing down a pocket or embellishments or things like that, guys, I use the art glitter glue for my main things, you know, things that I want to stick down for a very long time and not come up. You don't have to saturate your page. You just don't. I see a lot of people just saturating it. I mean, so much glue. You don't have to do that. You don't. A little bit goes a long way. So anyways, okay, so now I'm going to take these off here, okay? And I'm going to, now I love this card with the bike. I love old bicycles and beach cruisers. And it also matches. And let's see, this green one here would match, so you could put that one in there like that. And then you have two little journaling cards in the front of your new created journal. And you could take this step by step, you know what I'm saying? And you could give it a new name right here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I got me a new stamp set by Bo Bunny. It's the Create a Postcard stamp set. Ah! So happy. Love Bo Bunny. Anyways, so I will use that in a moment. And so this here is going to be my family memory journal. And I left this space in between here because, like I said, I am not sure if I want to do it seasonal or all year round yet. So there is one idea, okay? And so now here is the first page, right? Okay. And it just has my name on there. Now I'll decorate this page. However, I want to put something. I don't like all my pages symmetrical. I like them to be different sizes, different whatever, right? I went and got the Happy Planner punch. And what better way to use it than to add your cards, your planner cards, into your journal. You can move them around and use them as bookmarks. So say for instance you want to use this one. You punch it, and you could, punch, don't put your punches all the way up, but only punch where you want it, and then put it up a little bit, and it acts as a tab or a bookmark. And then you could take it out and move it to the spot where you're at, if that makes sense, okay? So I'm going to use one for a bookmark, and since this is going to be a very artsy one, I want another little artsy. Oh, I love that. That one's cool. I'm going to use this one here. And so this is the heart. Now you can go this way, all the way across, or you can go long ways. I'm going to go long ways because when I flip it, it's going to be to the side, and I can cover this and use it for something else. I'm not going to use this one as a bookmark. I'm going to use this one as an insert. Okay? So I'm going to just put it in here, but I'm going to make sure it's even to where the, if you know what I'm talking about here. Now, each one of these probably won't fit on every one of these, so we're just going to see if this works. I do have a hole punch, but it's not for the spiral bound, so we're just going to test it and see. Okay, so it makes the little slits in the side. Okay, so we're just, oh, and it does work, look at that. And so you can just push in your card. Give me just a second here. And because this is a spiral bound and not a disc, you can always, trade your pages out for discs if you'd like to. And so see how this skips, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this one and the last one, the middle, like this. And yes, you have to put it on there so you can mark it, okay? And then you're going to put it back in there, but you're going to line up those marks. And hopefully that works. And there you have it. Now you have a little fold over. Isn't that neat? That is so neat. And so on the back, when you flip it over, you can do this totally different, right? You can cover it up with a different card, and so you can see how they poke out, okay? Just depends on if you wanted to put a large card or if you wanted to put a pocket. And you can always cut these down. You don't have to keep them this, whoops, sorry, I hit the camera. I knew I was going to do that. You don't have to keep them the same way. So let's say you have some little pocket tags, right? Okay, let me pull out a couple of these here. Or all of these, yeah, not those. Okay, so you can do a little pocket. You could do a tag. And don't worry about the colors on the side, okay? you could even do, oops, that's another pocket. And you could even do a smaller one, or you could bring it down. You know, you could bring it up, you could put it on the side if you wanted to cover up the heart and have it come out this way, and then write something here. I mean, that's totally up to you how you want to do that. I will do mine a little bit later, but right now I'm just kind of showing you guys what you can do. Okay, so now we've added our little page. Like I said, I'll decorate this later. I'm just going to flip forward here. And now what I mean by the bookmark, okay? So I'm going to use a small one for the bookmark, and let me find one. Ooh, that one's right there. That's the one I want to use. So this here would be a bookmark, and so on the back you have like little notes and stuff, and you can also write little things on the back of, you know, what you did that day, and then you're moving your bookmark along. When you're done, you could put it into a pocket and then change over to a different bookmark. But for this one here, we're just going to do a bookmark about that high, okay? And so I'm just going to make a little mark of where I want to start. Now, like I said, if you guys have a ring bound that you want to use, you can use that also. Okay, and so there's those. And now I need to do it again in the middle of those. So I'm just going to line it up. Make sure it's even all the way down, like so. And this way it sits as my bookmark. And now I don't have to worry about making an extra bookmark. Let's get that down there. Make sure they're all folded in there. And now I have a bookmark. So when I close, I have a bookmark. And now I know where I left off. So there you have that. That is a couple ways that you can use your journaling cards and your project life cards, or things, even journaling cards that you make yourself. Another thing that you can use them for is die cutting. Now, I'm sure that you guys have seen, let me see if I can find one in here that doesn't have the, let me see if I, yeah, that one will work for now. Okay, so I picked up some, I think these are by Heidi Swapp, I'm not sure, it could be Maggie Holmes. These here are little cutouts, and then it's got like the acetate, and then it's got the shaker pieces of paper behind it, right? Super cool. I like this idea. Okay, you can do that with these project life cards. If you take your die cut, okay, whatever die cut that you want to use, and just die cut it out just like this. Flip it over the side that you don't want seen, and then you can put your little acetate film here. Okay. Get you a piece of plain, or you can always back it with a different card if that's what you want to do. Say you want to write something on the back, right? So you can take one like this. I'm just using it for an example, and put this on the back, and then you can write onto the back a journaling card plus one that has an open face, and you create a pocket with it. So that is also something that you can do. I'll demonstrate that in the next one. I don't have my die machine up here right now, and with the camera the way that it is, I might end up knocking it over. And then another thing that you can do also, and let me grab out a small one here. And let me find, let's see, we want to go for brownish. That one will work. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So on these here, sometimes vellum is hard to glue down because it will warp. At least that's my issue I have with vellum. It wants to like bow and warp. So I have decided that instead of gluing down the vellum, I am going to actually start just using double-sided tape, okay? So now the back has a place where you can journal. The front is just decorative. This is a little vellum pocket that came with those other cards that I got. Like I said, I think they're either Heidi Swapp or Maggie Holmes or somebody. I can't remember. So this is just a little envelope. I love this envelope. Okay, so here's what you can do. You can take this little envelope and you can create a little pocket card either way, and then you can glue the back down. Put some double-sided tape on this and then glue this to your journal to make sure that it stays adhered. Okay, so that is another way that you can use your Project Life cards. You can use them as back pieces to your smaller tag pockets, and all you'd have to do is just put a pocket on the front, and then you have a library pocket. Very, very easy to do. It is seriously not difficult. I'll demonstrate that in another video also, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a few ideas, like I said, on how to use up your Project Life cards. Now, for your favorite cards, like these here with the bicycle, these are my favorite cards. I'm going to have a hard time using these unless they're just in a pocket. I probably could not ever glue these down. So, you know, your favorites, you know, put them to the side until you kind of figure out what you'd like to do. But you can also stamp on them. You can emboss on them. You can put glitter on them. You can decorate them. You can do so many things. And we are going to go over all of that. But before, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put here, like on this right here, I'm going to put correspondence, because this would be my correspondence journal. Let me find my, for family, like, you know, correspondence to me is like things that I receive from family. Now, some of my friends will be in here, but some of my friends I also consider to be like my sisters and brothers, you know, family. And so here we go. We are going to make this nice and pretty. And I'm just using some VersaFine ink. And we're just going to stamp that right in there. Like so. And now you have a stamped image on your Project Life card. Alright, and I'll put that back in there. And so I'll show you up close. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. And you can see that it does flip over, you know. So, and then you have your little bookmark at the top. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, future ones will be a little quicker. Not me talking so much. We're just going to start using our Project Life cards and our old planners and make them into something new. I hope you guys enjoyed, were inspired, and I hope you guys have a very blessed day. As always, think outside your box. And if you don't like coloring inside the lines, draw your own lines, honey. Draw them out. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.